or another plan for the evening. I'll give you a brief overview of what I've accomplished to date. I want to talk about what I really stand for in regards to running for Congress, and tell you what I've learned a little bit about Horry County so far. And again, I believe leadership is listening, and I hope to listen to y'all through this process, and then also as I'm elected. I was a prosecutor in Charleston. I was also a teacher in Charleston. I'm a small business owner in Charleston. I actually started small business, have paid a payroll, and created jobs in Charleston. I've worked in every level of government. Most recently, I'm currently elected to County Council in Charleston and have served on that, in that position for, this will be my 4th year. I've also worked in the federal system and also in the state system. I've been involved, and I want to be involved some more. I'm fairly young, but I do have 2 children and a wife that has been wonderful to me over this process, and the 6+ years we've been married. And I want to be involved because I'm thinking about those kids, and I want a better future for them. I don't want them to be burdened with this tremendous amount of debt that's going on. And it's very troublesome as to what's going on in D.C. As I've gotten out and met the people of Horry County and the other districts, I will tell you that I've tried to make an effort to really learn about what's going on in the different areas. I'm not from here, so it would be ridiculous for me to tell you I know everything. But what I have learned is the importance of I-73, the importance of beach renourishment, the importance of ocean outfalls, the desire to expand the airports, the desire to expand the convention center. And so I want to be able to get up to D.C. and really help with these projects. I think they're important projects. They're really about bringing businesses here. When Horry County is the only major tourist destination in the top 5 that does not have a highway system, that's a problem. And y'all have been looking at I-73 for 30 years, and it's time. It's time to get a game changer up there. It's time to get a difference maker that is willing to go up there and fight for that money to make sure y'all paid it. It's time to get that money back here and allow that infrastructure to be in place and to create what y'all have already in place, which is a good economic system, but it can be a tremendously improved by the completion of that road. I know they're getting it together, and we need to keep moving forward. I have my platform is really about creating jobs. It's about reducing the deficit, and it's about a strong national defense. And I'll tell you that everything that I see currently with this administration is they're really hamstringing the ability to grow the economy back. When they pass health care, the projections are that it's going to cost 1.6 million jobs. When they talk about cap and trade, and if they pass it, the potential loss of 2.3 to 2.7 million jobs. They talk about the expiration of the Bush tax cuts, where it will affect 44% of small businesses who are responsible for 80% of the new hires. I just don't think the administration really gets it. You know, if we're trying to get out of this economy and get people back to work, we can't expect that to happen with the passages of these bills. We need to be focused on creating the atmosphere for jobs to be able to come back. And really that is about having infrastructure. That's about across-the-board tax cuts. That's about reducing our dependency on foreign oil and having an energy policy that's really about us having energy to sell to other people. It's about doing things differently. And I'm anxious to get up there and, again, move the ball forward, be your game changer, be your difference maker. When it comes to deficit, right now we're spending approximately $3 million in deficit spending per minute. That's just outrageous. $12.5 trillion of national debt. That's going to be passed on to our future generations, and I'm concerned because I've got kids and I want a better tomorrow for them. And so we need to get that under control. We need to make some tough decisions, and I made them on county council. We reduced our budget by over $3 million. We've asked people to furlough. We've asked people to retire early. And I believe in leadership that's leadership from the front. And when I knew that we would ask people to furlough, I actually voluntarily furloughed myself for 27 days. And that's what I would do if I was elected to Congress, is to say, look, we need to reduce this spending that we've got going. And let me stand up and be one of the first to say, let's reduce the top as well. The elected officials need to reduce as well. you know, that what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and that's how it should be. That's really true leadership. Finally, national offense. I'm very concerned about this administration and what they're doing in regards to national offense. You know, the fellow Abdul Muttalib, we knew about him, and we didn't do it. We didn't act. We had to rely on a Dutchman to fly over some seats and save 250 people. And then they go on and they decide that he should be treated as a common thief, and they Mirandize him. We're just seeing a repetitiveness of poor decision-making by the administration. And things like Iran is very, very concerning. They're working hard to create a nuclear weapon. They will not trade out their nuclear, their uranium for enriched uranium to do, I think it's dealing with energy production. Instead, they want to stockpile it. They want to create a very large-scale weapon. So I'm concerned, and I want to get up there and make a difference for you. I've got some brochures here that I'm going to be passing out, and also we're going to have a kind of a get-out vote type effort at the Peanut Warehouse. It's going to be on the 28th in Conway. And I just appreciate y'all considering me as a candidate for Congress. I've got a lot of energy and a lot of determination, and I've got, I believe, the right focus. I've got young kids that I want to make it a better life for them. I know that most people in here probably have young children or grandchildren, and I'm focused appropriately. I've got good experience being involved in government, being elected. I think that's a very important part, and I have a record. And I would ask you to look at my record in that regard. We've made some tough decisions, but all of them have been based on how I can most appropriately take care of the taxpayer money. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It's been a wonderful process to meet really good people, and I hope to have your support. Thank you.